So, standing in the aftermath of Old Owl Well, with the decapitated corpse of Cost and Nickett still with only one arm. What would you
One
like to
real
do?
arm.
One real arm.
I'd like to just start again where we left off, and I'd like to punch as hard as I physically can into the decapitated skull of this necromancer.
Oh, give me an unarmed. No, just give me a straight strength check.
Gladly. 14?
You punch into this skull and you hear a crack and you watch as the nose just kind of like dips inside the skull as you've just punched his nose into his face.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I'm going to take a whiz on his body.
Oh, okay.
Give me a dexterity check to see how accurate you are with your whizzing.
I'm not trying to be accurate. I'm just literally kind of like side to side, just
I'm going to go
as
for
much coverage as
intent.
possible.
Okay. Give me an investigation check for the 10.
Do I still need that dex check?
Nah, you don't.
I'm not trying to be accurate. I'm just trying to cover as much body as possible.
So in his tent, you find dig through. Inside there's a comfortable looking travelling suite, including a cot, a chair, a writing desk, supplies. Like he's been posted here for quite a while, and a chest of clothes. Inside the chest, you find a leather pouch, which has, you ready?
Yep.
35 silver pieces, 20 gold pieces, and 42 copper pieces. It also has one pearl worth 100 gold pieces. You also find inside the box under some of the clothes a potion of healing and a scroll of darkness and a bone tube.
A bone tube.
Yeah, like a hollowed out bone.
Lean gently down to Nickett. Don't fuck that, Nickett, please.
I think
The scroll in the tube, or
I
there was
think-
just also a tube.
The scroll's inside the tube.
He's in the tube.
I think we should start a fund to get Nickett a new arm.
Oh, aye. Can everyone in the chat pull their chat points?
I have some ideas for my new arm.
I don't know if that's a feature I set up.
Oh, is it
It
not?
fucking is now.
if you get the prediction right, you could win a lot of points.
Yep. The door with the zombies look safe enough.
I mean, it's closed, you can't see in. Nicky, give me a perception check just while you've been pissing on this guy. Did you get the scroll of darkness? Kenny, did you write that down?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's in a bone tube.
And a bone chip, yeah?
Did I find anything interesting on his desk? No.
Ewan. Give me a perception check.
Okay. A second, me just load up. I do apologise.
Hold
Yeah.
on, thing is.
Yeah, next week that Ewan's not here.
Gads.
You loved it.
Oh my god, Ewan, you need to start doing your dice rolling on your phone. Okay.
16, there he is.
16. So as you're keying on him, you see from the inside of his red cloak, you see something catching the light through the beads of your urine.
Are we only just at you and passion on him?
This is as he's pissing on him. Like, we are past that.
I have a big bladder, what can I say?
It's
What
been a long night.
are you doing?
Do I see this, or is it only Nickett that sees
No,
it?
yeah, you see it because he's not saying it. You see it as
I'm
well.
gonna fucking look, and I'm gonna go, what the fuck's that?
Just kind of lean down and grab it like, I don't know.
You find a tiny jeweled box, and inside you find a ring of protection. You can tell he was looking after this.
It somehow smells of piss.
Yeah, the
Well,
box.
that's
As you open the box, some leaks out, and the box is a wee bit soggy.
There's a ring of protection.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that an equipment or?
You'll need to work it out. It's an add items. If you search Ring of Protection, it should come up.
Cool.
Sorry guys.
I put him in the fucking ribs again.
Absolutely, give me a strength check.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
8.
Oh, you kick him in the ribs, and I mean, you thought you were really putting your all into it, and Gog, the big ogre, watches as you kick him, and the body doesn't even move.
Gog, can I ask a favour, Gog? Can you just stand on this body until it's completely fucking squashed?
I thought you were kicking me.
I can do that. And he watches Gog just start stamping gleefully on the body.
Obliterate. I want pulp.
And you just watch as like the body's just getting flattered and flattered and flattered, bits are cracking at the seams, you see ribs poking out of his skin. And he's just mashing them into the ground.
So am I right in thinking he was the only person that we fought there? Yeah, the zombies didn't come out, did
No,
they?
the zombies never come out, no.
Technically, you don't really know about the zombies. I do.
He
From
told,
the- Did I?
He told us about them.
not
Aye,
you, he showed
no.
you, he told us.
He showed us, so I'm going to
He
kind of
told us when I was out cold. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just going to suggest that we don't go in there because there's a lot of them.
No, I'm just Gog. Can you throw the remnants of this body as far as you can,
Where?
wherever
Anywhere.
you want, son, wherever you want.
And
Pick a direction.
in the bin.
Yeah,
And then
sure.
he points to the tower, and the tower circular, and he goes, "That's a big bin."
Yeah.
Go for the 3-pointer
Get
grog.
one of those alley oops that the kids talk about.
One of you old Kobe's.
And I'll roll for it. I'll just roll a dexterity because an ogre's strong enough to throw this.
Another genetic. Kobe for accuracy, yeet for distance. We're going for a Kobe, one accuracy. Maximum accuracy.
Oh,
here.
come on. I didn't prepare my dice rolling. Like a fucking idiot.
Just do the dice rolling on your phone, Andy.
I have to do mine on my phone because I can't access anything else.
Can we do a dice roll for you?
No, I got it, I got it.
You got it. That's 7.
You watch as he picks up the mangled body of what was once Hamun Cost, and he throws it with all his might, and it looks, the arc is perfect. It looks like it's going in the top of this tower perfectly, and it just crashes against the wall and just starts to drip down the wall, smearing blood and body parts down the wall. As the body parts start to hit the ground in front of the door, you hear the scrapes and the bashing against the door from the inside.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to fucking let those zombies out, or do you want to? Actually, no. I'll say to Gog. Gog, you're about to take over this wee area. What do you want to do? Do you want to get rid of those zombies now, or do you want to leave them for your friends?
Huh?
Good chat, mate.
No. I don't make decisions.
Well, why
Makes
don't you?
decisions.
Why don't you go to back? Because that's us cleared the camp. Why don't you go back and get your leader and come back? And then that's it. Okay.
What about Crub? What does Crub think?
Crub's almost like hiding behind Gog. Like, and he kind of leans out and goes, I also don't make decisions. How many zombies is there?
12.
But,
Don't know.
A fair scuffle.
I'm not making that decision.
So see on the map, there's there's kind of some little bushes just at the back, isn't there, that we were hiding in?
Huh?
I'm gonna go for a pish in one of them guys. You sort this out.
I think I'm going to lean over to the guys away from the ogre and the orc, and I'm just going to say, I think we should tell them to go go get the guys, bring them back here, and while they're doing that, we'll bugger off.
That could work.
I would,
Fight the zombies.
yeah, I suppose. We don't need to run from them. We need to give them 5 gold when they get here.
No, that's the point.
The gold's in the tower.
The gold's in the tower.
Well, we need to tell someone
Well, if-
that.
No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't.
What? Surely, if we tell them the gold's in the tower, they'll tell their boss that
When
we're
are we ever going to? When are we ever going to see these guys again?
potentially on the way past.
Yeah, we can just wait for them to go, hi. And if they're like, oh, you still as the gold, oh, Jack completely forgot. Here we go, and then we just go back. But if we don't see them, we don't see them.
Alright. Okay. And what if the zombies turn them into zombies and we've just left a bigger issue for the town?
That's not our problem.
It's not a problem.
Well, it is when like Thybrush owns a shop in the town.
Just kind of like put my finger in Arlo's lip, like,
This guy doesn't care.
I slap away his pitiful fucking painted hand.
I did kind of like hit, like softly tap him with like the metal hand, going, shh. Oh yeah, I can't flex the fingers. Shit.
just bashing your mouth with a big metal hand.
Not enough to hurt, just like enough to be like, Arlo's like, stop.
At this point, you see Gog and Crub walking over to the door where the
Gog.
zombies are.
Oh, there's 12 zombies in there, buddy. Don't go in there.
Oh, okay. Will we just go back and tell Brugor that this is our new home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, why
Yes,
not?
You's coming?
We've got somewhere to be, but we can come back and make sure you're settled in. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for your help.
Not
I
a
mean-
problem.
Thank you for help.
Yep.
Remember, stay away from the town.
Yep, but we
Thanks,
can raid
big
on
guy.
the roads.
Not every vehicle though, remember?
Just the poor looking ones.
Yes.
No, the rich looking ones.
No,
fuck
we take the rich ones.
Poor looking ones, they're shite.
Good point. But the poor ones usually have food.
Yeah, they need that food.
And then Gog taps his belly and goes, Soda.
Big belly girl, yeah.
I was gonna shake my head and just gonna walk. No.
And they turn and they walk back down the hill. It's kind of down the hill and then along, and then they go back up into the mountains towards Wyvern Tor. What would you like to do?
Well, what other missions do we have on the trail?
That was it.
Cragmaw Castle.
So,
Yeah.
we want to go to Cragmore Castle, see if we can clear that shit out tonight. Today on the trail.
Wait, Arnold, what did you say?
Sildar asked us to find a location and take it back to him, so the mission's not complete until we go and tell him.
Hey, but he's found out where it is.
Yeah, that's fine, okay.
Like, we could go and kill people there if you want, but that'd be better having a night with us. And whatever he was planning to do.
What I know from Sildar right now is that we have had this band have had to rescue him a number of times. Is that right or wrong?
Yes, that's right.
One technical is a number, yes.
Technically, that's a number.
No, you've had to rescue him twice.
Twice.
Outside,
That's
One in the cave and then one outside the
That's
pub.
twice too
That's
much.
twice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Aye.
I was so taken aback by your fucking absolute stellar patter there that I was willing to ignore that you fucked me with incorrect information. All I would say is that he's probably shite at fighting.
That's true. That is. Yeah.
Aye, but
he is an elderly man.
One more
What's that
person
man
could
doing,
take
as they say?
some damage instead of us. You know, we do have someone without an arm just now.
Right. Arno, at what point are you going to get your sword
He's
out
in here.
and start fighting?
See,
What's all we're talking about
you
here?
just mentioned worse than a man doing. I think I'm better at casting spells, man. Like I think like I can fuck up the enemy from a distance, and I can help you during the fight. But do you remember the fight in the Sleeping Giant Inn? I tried to use my weapon there, and I hit no one. I actually get stabbed with Nick it.
He's got a point. I don't think he should really be wielding any swords.
If it comes to an emergency, I will. But yeah, I don't.
Is Nick at
Yeah.
rolling disadvantage at this point?
No. He's not rolling disadvantage, he just doesn't have his 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
What?
So do we want to go back to the town?
Dagger is his hand.
Aye,
He
his
doesn't-
dagger's a hand.
Does he have the dagger as a hand? How's that working?
It's
It's
like
like Assassin's
underneath.
Creed style.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
I
he's
would
got an
say-
attack with a dagger.
He just didn't have it last time because he fought from a distance.
Would you say that was disadvantage though on his second strike, or would you?
Nah, I'll allow
How far did he lose his arm?
elbow
Was
down.
it like here?
Yeah,
Just below there or just above there?
like
Yeah,
it's
you-
just below
you
there.
can
You've got
still-
the hinge.
You can still stump folk.
You've got the elbow hinge.
I've
as
got
is
Jamie Lance
commonly
I
known.
can royally
Yeah.
bitch slap people now. Thy pimp hand is strong, as they say.
So
He's gonna get a jewel encrusted on the knuckles.
What was that?
You should
Yeah,
definitely
looking
make an
at that-
infinity gauntlet.
how far away is the castle?
Oh, that's a good question. So, the castle is actually closer to Phandelin than you are. So you'd have to travel back down the Tribor Trail towards where the hideout was. And basically on the Tribor Trail, if you go north, like travelling west across the Tribor Trail, if you go north, you'll get to Cragmore Castle into Neverwinter Wood. If you go south, you'll get to Phandelin at the base of the Sword Mountains.
So like more than like a day's travel, basically.
You get to Cragmore, yeah, and a day's travel back to Phandelin.
Why don't we go back to Phandelin? See if we need anything. Tell them about the castle. See what we want to do, and then head to the castle if we need to head to the castle.
Yeah. At least we can get rewards and stuff.
Yep.
Suits me.
Yeah.
Gonna be upset. That fucking sister and Mercy's gonna be upset with us though,
Why?
Why?
because she sent us.
No, we got the information about the book.
Remember
Yeah,
you like,
right.
Of course we did. Sorry.
I
like
mean,
your voice was like silk in that layer. Like you got all the information from her.
She was a pal.
I've
Mm.
never seen a blush before.
I've never seen a banshee before.
Yeah, I didn't prepare yet. I hadn't seen that before either.
oh no, you'd never read about a banshee blushing before.
Yeah, I've never read about one. Yeah, it's almost unheard of. Like,
Okay.
no blush.
So heading back down the Tribor Trail, Arno, after maybe half a day's travel, what time of the day is it? Can you remember?
It
Was
was,
it midday, innit?
it was golden. It was the golden hour.
It was golden
Remember?
hour, so yeah, like probably kind of getting late into the evening. You start to see in the forests, north of you, flickers of torchlight, following alongside you, but quite a distance into the woods.
Same way we're going.
Yeah,
I can say to Helen and Flybrush, so that just keep your eyes open. There's looks like some torches travelling the same direction as us.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, I spotted that before you see.
I don't know if you ever.
No, I didn't.
Should we shout out to see what happens? Should we kind of get ourselves in a defensive stance?
I
And
think we
second,
should.
I roll for stealth. If I'm able to, just to try and hide.
I mean you're on a wagon, like you can roll for
Oh.
stealth, but you're just hiding on like behind the
In a
wall of a
barrel.
wagon.
I say we just keep cautious, keep on going. You know.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
an eye on it. Like, if they move towards us in any way, we'll... I'm sure Helen will see it before I do, but yeah,
Who's
tabs on.
driving the wagon?
I'll be driving the wagon. I
Okay.
get at 90 feet dark vision. Remember, I can
Okay.
even if they've got torches, I can maybe see what it is, something else. You know.
Okay.
And obviously forest as well. I'm just trying to remember that.
So after
I'm
another
getting
hour
killed right here.
on the road,
She slaps you.
Hylian, you just see in the nick of time an arrow flying from. You're coming up to like that bend that you had went round before, where you seen the figures and then they ran in. As you're coming around that bend, you see an arrow come through the forest towards you, and it hits the seat right between your legs. And as you come round the bend, you see a wagon. It's a fairly sizable wagon, which is completely enclosed with bars, and it's across the road, completely blocking the road for you guys coming round. And in front of it, you see two hobgoblins standing in front of it with their swords, like in one hand, and they're holding the blade and kind of picking their fingers on the end of the blade. And three goblins standing on top of the wagon.
What are you doing?
What are we doing? What are you doing? I will be relieving you of
You're
your.
asking questions. What are you doing?
We'll be relieving you of your things.
Oh, you think so, do you?
Firebomb.
I do think so. I know so. No one has to get hurt.
Firebomb.
Nick, go for it. Go for it.
I'm gonna hold up my necromancer's head. And I'm gonna say, that's what the last one thought.
Was that a lowly human? We're not humans.
This was a you smell like you're not human. This was a necromancer.
We've fought one of them before.
Okay, fine.
Firebomb.
Everyone roll
Hey, fine.
initiative. At this point, it'd probably be about 60 feet away.
No, he already said throw his fireball before initiative, so he gets
He did.
advantage on
He
that.
did. Advantage on it.
Yeah, because you said
Going to roll.
he could fucking roll for stealth in the wall of a wagon, so he did stealth in the wall of a wagon.
Okay,
like
but he
that.
didn't roll for stealth, so give me the stealth check
Well, I do
first.
stealth now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so now he needs to roll. I see how we're gonna fucking play it this Friday night.
Also,
Necromancer here.
goggles.
19.
Right.
for the
19.
stealth
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Okay.
Night vision goggles.
We've all got night vision
No,
goggles.
what?
No, you do. Firebrush does.
Nick,
Where the fuck did I get night
Oh my
vision
God.
goggles from?
you're
But
wonderful.
That Nick tried to steal.
Bye.
What the fucking
In my defense, I didn't try to steal. He held a box. I went, oh, I'll take that, and then he just snatched it away. I wasn't trying to steal it. I literally went to grab it.
Oh, sorry.
You can take
Okay.
it.
He's greedy little thing.
What the hobgoblins thinking just now? I was just sitting arguing here.
I know, right?
What did you want me to roll for the firebomb?
I need a dexterity check at disadvantage.
From who?
Nick it. It's darkness. Rose is rose.
5.
5. Okay.
That was the lowest.
So
Don't think it's set fire, guys.
You make them rules.
from the wagon, this glowing firebomb flies over the end of your wagon and crashes into the side of the road, where the kind of underbrush is, and lights that ablaze, maybe about 20 feet from where the goblins and hobgoblins are. So,
I was gonna say, I'm gonna shout, all the better to see your deaths with.
and
Fuck, I missed!
it lights up. Everyone roll initiative.
I'm fucking looking forward to this tonight.
15.
11.
18.
I'll get them in a minute. Just remember what you rolled. Just because when I'm putting it in, I have to. Oh fuck! Oh, that's better.
Oh no. Oh, this is only for initiative though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like if I just can see me doing this.
Yep. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Right, Arno.
11.
Hylian,
15.
Nickett,
18.
Guybrush,
11.
and Fenrir is 15 as well. Okay, so one of these goblins, he is going to take aim at Guybrush because he's the one chatting mad shit.
And will be all night, gentlemen.
And that's why we love him.
Does I think it's a 20, a blasted 20.
I'm just going to put my shield up.
As I said, just let me find out the additional bonus just in case. Yeah, it's a 20 to hit.
So that's 21.
Okay, so this arrow comes flying in, and then you make an arcane flash, and you watch as it deflects, nearly hitting Nickett in the back of the wagon, just flying over his head. Nickett, as you react to this, you're up. What are you doing?
Got to take aim with a crossbow.
Okay.
Do I still get sneak attack? Yes, no.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You'd maybe need to roll stealth again actually, because you did make an attack the last time. But I'll give you the advantage. Like, I'll not bother.
Right, I got 12, so you always roll advantage for the crossbow attack.
Yeah. You're hidden. You're in the back of the wagon. They would have just seen this firebomb come from nowhere, so they wouldn't actually know you're there.
24.
Oh damn! Against who?
One of the hobgoblins.
One of the hobgoblins. Okay.
I like your background.
Got a 9 for the damage with the crossbow. Let me just.
It's
roll
just a
that.
YouTube video.
Don't move too much. You lose your headphones every now and again.
9 damage for the
So
cross.
See, that's what.
9 damage, yeah. I'm just going to roll the 2d6 for the sneak attack. Yeah, shit. 3 for the sneak attack.
Okay. Fucking hell, I can't do math.
Math's too
It's
good.
12.
Math's strong.
Numbers hard.
Cool. Does that end your turn?
Gotta try and slink back and hide.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check again.
That was a natural 1, but thank Christ for lucky.
Fuck lucky. Fuck lucky.
17!
Take away natural ones. Most OP shit in the world.
You cannot stop me.
One of the other goblins lines up his shot and takes aim at Hylian, who's still driving the cart. That's a 16 to hit.
Meets hits. Yeah.
Yeah, meets it, beats.
So it hits me.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
It just pierces you in the belly, you're just still sitting holding the reins of the cart.
Ah!
That brings us to one of the hobgoblins, who, still angry at Thighbrush, is going to take aim with his longbow. That's a 10 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
The
I'm going to look at the hobgoblin quickly and go, I'm here!
the arrow just sails over, and you taunt him by pointing at yourself going, you know him. Hylian, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to do a risky one just because I want to fucking dunk. So I'm going to go for one of the hobgoblins.
Are you still driving the cart towards them, by the way, just so I know for... Like, because you were 60 feet away, did you stop the cart? Or are you still...
I'd imagine after getting shot with an arrow, like... Do you know, I could still...
Yeah, you can still drive the cart.
I could still have the cart going and aim my bow. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty fucking-
Dunk.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. The cart's still going.
Okay, so assume that this cart is moving like, what, 10 feet in your turn, so you'll be 40 feet away from the next person's turn, and
Yeah. Just to it'll help folk get up closer, I think, as well. So I'll do that. So it's still going. I'm gonna do my sharpshooter. So I'm taking a -5 to hit. See if it might be might be risky, but I do get a +2 with Dreaded Ambusher, which is my first. So it's a -3 to attack, really. Oh, please hit. Please hit. No. I didn't hit.
No.
I'm not doing odds and evens for this.
Okay.
You're at the front of the cart, there's only one thing you can hit
Wait, wait a minute.
that isn't the enemy.
It's like, oh,
Yeah. roll,
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
roll your damage, and I'll quickly look up the stat block for a horse.
Oh, fuck.
Did you roll? Oh my god.
See, the worst part is, I said I was doing Dreaded Ambusher.
Yeah, you
So-
did.
No. This is good
I still need to.
because you can shoot it in the back of the head like Lord of the Rings, like Legolas does for the elephant.
Is that what you're thinking?
And I'm thinking that, and you just roll, you slide down its really short snout.
I need to do 1d8 as well.
Well, what I'm thinking is this cart's still moving, and this horse is going down. Eventually,
Oh,
this
no.
cart's hitting this horse.
This is going to be like one of those
11 points of
slow
damage.
motion fucking
You know that scene?
all of those.
Yeah, you know that scene in Avengers 2, right at the start, where they flip the car, and it's all of them, and just line up.
You
Oh,
said it.
Yeah,
Said it happens.
Katari.
I'll allow it. Absolutely. If you all pass your dexterity check, 100%.
Oh, fucking hell.
So
I'm gonna need some inspiration.
So how much
Oh,
damage?
got inspiration. Yes. Brilliant.
sorry,
How much damage did the horse take?
11. And I know you've just looked up the stat block. I know you have.
I wanted to see his movement speed as well. So.
I know. So you watch as Hylian draws his bow, takes aim, and one of the horses kind of reels up just as he fires, and he just shoots this thing in the back of the head. The horse lets out a horrific noise, but it's still standing.
Oh, just
It's just, I'm not even joking, I think it's 1 hit point off dead. 2 hit
Yeah.
points off dead. That brings us to, sorry, I've changed screen. Fenrir, but we need we'll come back to Fenrir. Arno, what would you like to do? You'll now,
Sorry about that.
we'll say,
Did I kill the horse?
no, you didn't. It's still standing. You're 30 feet away from these guys. Cart's still moving. One of the horses got an arrow sticking out the back of its head, but it's just kind of trundling along. The cart's starting to slow.
I cast Shatter at the ambush.
Oh, okay. So,
So I'm assuming so it's a 10-foot radius. So basically I want to get as many in the radius as I can.
so you'd be able to get all of them, I think, if you cast it on the goblin in the middle of the cart up the top.
Yep, do that.
What save is it?
Constitution.
What do they need to get?
13.
So that's a fail. First goblin fails. Second goblin passes. Third goblin fails. First hobgoblin fails. Second hobgoblin passes. Okay.
So that's 15 damage to everyone who failed and 7 to everyone who passed.
is that a 3d8?
Yeah.
But you're a level 4, yes?
That's a second level spell. It doesn't. I can't cast it any higher.
The one I'm reading here says at higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each slot level above second.
Yeah, but it's a second level spell.
Oh, so you don't have it as a third or fourth?
Not yet, 'cause I don't have third level spells yet.
Is it half damage for the rest?
Yep.
That's good to know, because that one shot we played the other night might have had some suspect ruling then.
I don't think this wizards are fucking amazing. It also will affect the wagon and stuff and round about it.
For whatever's in that fucking wagon.
First hobgoblin failed. Second hobgoblin passed, half damage in it. That's what you said. So you cast this spell, you hear this thunderous crack, and you watch as all three of the goblins from atop the cart are blasted backwards. Just you watch as their bodies almost like mangle in the air, and they all get blasted away. One of the first goblin that who was it that hit him? Nickett had hit?
No, nobody's hit anyone.
No, Nickett hit him.
Wait, what?
Crossbow.
Crossbow.
Okay.
You watch as that hobgoblin gets blasted backwards. He was standing in front of the cart and just he caves in one of the side walls of this cart. There's one hobgoblin still standing, but he's looking around. He's seen what you've just done to his party, and he takes his sword and he lays it down, and he gets down on his knees and just puts his hand up and dips his head.
What do you want to do, guys? Do you want to finish these fuckers off like bad cheesecake?
Yeah.
Just kill them for
Wait,
their insolence.
There might be. Let's see if there's any more round about first. Let's see what information we can get from them. Then you can do it.
How many more in your party?
None. You've killed them all.
Can
I bitch slap him with my
Yeah,
metal
give me an
hand.
insight check.
14?
So you hear the quiver in this guy's voice. His hands are shaking. He's terrified. So you can't tell if he's lying, but he seems to be telling the truth.
Can I assist in that?
Yeah.
Can I?
With eyebrush,
Can I
you've got
bitch slap
advantage
him
on
with my
that.
metal hand,
So just roll again.
Yeah.
Andy?
Yes. Aye. You can.
Can I bitch slap
Still
him
Yeah.
with my
14.
metal
Give me an
hand?
unarmed strike.
Do I
Okay.
get anything extra considering it's a metal hand? Like
You
damage?
and I'll tell you if you get any extra, right?
Oh, you probably stop saying it's a metal hand.
Yeah, everyone
it-
knows.
It comes from anything. What I paint it on is what it becomes. So I painted it on a cart.
paper.
You've got a wooden hand. Or a paper hand. You've got a fucking paper hand. You shouldn't have said that. Your dagger now does a paper cut. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you hit.
It's just one damage.
Oh, so you just smack him across the face, and he says, I told you, there's no more. It was just us.
What's in the cart?
Can I go
No.
investigate the cart?
Nothing's in the cart.
No,
Hey,
tell
I'm going
me.
to kill you if you lie to me again. So what's in the cart?
There's a prisoner in the cart.
Oh.
Can I investigate said cart?
Why are you ambushing this cart?
Because that's what we do. That's our way of life. We ambush, we rob, we steal, we
You're
drink,
looking
we
at it
fight.
now, aren't you?
Well, it's not often we get people like you on this road.
Well, Joe, there's more of us.
I know we've got one of you in the cart.
Like, I fucked you up.
Wait, who's in the
I
cart?
just,
Can
I
I,
just write books.
can I investigate the cart? Just when he says that.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
See if it's that guy we rescued. This is the third time I rescued him.
Oh, I
Leave him in there.
Sildar just
18.
sitting there. Just, hi guys, hi again.
Try to catch up with you.
So looking into the cart, you see like sitting just across from where the hobgoblin had went through the wall, just picking bits of wood out of a dark leather trench coat. It's not quite black. Just picking bits of wood. off. You see from what you can make out, but 6 foot tall, male, human, with, oh no, not human, a tiefling actually. 6 foot tall tiefling with pale red skin, and long sleek black hair coming through, and his horns have grown. He's let his horns grow out quite a lot, and they're starting to curl back to like halfway behind his head.
It's almost like Hellboy when he has his
Yeah,
full horns.
not full horns, like just halfway to behind
Same.
his head, just to like here,
Yeah.
where
Same
my
aspect,
band is,
same
just
idea.
round like that. Yeah.
Before we do anything, see this hobgoblin, I'm going to ask him, are you planning to raid any more wagons on this trail?
Oh, I might not. Use it on this trail. I don't want to.
Well, what are you going to do with your way of life then? You said this was your way of life, or you alluded to the fact that this was your way of life.
I'll let the others.
But what are you going to do?
Guard duty.
Guard duty is not really any life for a hobgoblin, though, isn't it? Especially if you just said this is your life, this is it.
I might get past it.
No, I think we're about to take away your one reason for living. What do you think?
I'll still raid.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just going to kill him.
So I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
no. a job. What? Like,
I knew that was coming.
Tell me what you
Just-
like.
So you say, yeah, that's what I thought. You just grab his hair and just slit his throat. And all of you watch, just shocked, apart from Nickit. Nickit, you come away from the cart to inform everyone who's in the cart.
I'm just
and
kind
you
of
just
going,
look and you
guys,
see.
would I know what a tiefling is? Just like
Give me a nature check.
nature.
I'm just getting fed up of these arseholes in this trail.
That's
Yeah, there's a lot of assholes. in
Yeah,
this
you know
trail.
what a tiefling is.
we got the
Yeah,
damage
there's a
people.
tiefling. Oh, you killed the hobgoblin.
Yeah, he said he was going to raid again.
Yeah, fair enough. There's a tiefling in the back with big ass horns. Assistance, please.
I'm just going to start looting, I suppose. Just pull them off the trail and get what I can from them.
Can I
we get
investigate the locks or the kind of actual cage that's on this wagon?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Well, I'd do investigation as well.
16.
16. So the locks in the cage, they're fairly rusted. The bars are fairly rusted. But it is locked. However, there is a hobgoblin shaped hole in the side of it.
Oh, yeah, cool. Do you want to loot it first before we start talking to this guy?
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just
let's get looting.
people off the road.
Yeah.
Well, there's a perfectly good fire there.
Just give
So
me
what,
one person, just give me an investigation. Yeah. Aye. Okay.
I was going to ask, was there anyone else, any other dead bodies around here? I can't imagine it just being hobgoblins, and then there's no guards or no anything else.
Not that you see.
Not that I see. So they've obviously been dragged away or something. So see the wagon they're in. The wagon the tiefling's in. Is it a better wagon than the one we've got?
Looks more armoured apart from the big hole in the side of it.
We
But
can
it is
try
like
and
barred up and stuff.
Does that have any horses? How did they get there?
It does have horses at the front.
I think we should listen, guys. I don't know. I think we should try to repair the side of that, and then take this with us.
I'd say that's a good shout.
It might be faster
so
to travel.
as you're
to take the
feeling,
weapons back, though.
We can now attach our old horse to the new one, and then we've got more travel speed. What are we thinking?
What about
Yeah.
when you turn into a unicorn? It's still alive, barely.
Well, I can heal that one. I'm not even gonna heal it. Fuck it. It's not gonna take any more damage.
so as you're pulling the hobgoblins and the goblins off to the side of the road, Arno, patting them down, you find on one of them, you find a map case and a map with the surrounding areas kind of marked, with like Cragmaw Castle marked, Cragmaw Hideout marked, different locations on it where they maybe set up ambushes, like this point because it's a blind corner, perfect place to set up an ambush. On the other one, you find on his chainmail sitting in front, you find a flail, like a pendant, and it's a flail with the head dipped in white paint. If you give me a religion check.
That's a 4.
I can give you
So-
advantage on that.
There you go, you get advantage on it.
Well, I just turned round to Dyer, so do you recognise this? 'Cause,
Do you want to give me advantage on if I recognise it? I'll guess that was a yes. 13?
Okay, so you recognise this as the symbol of Maglabayat, who's
Symbol of
the
Maglabayat, Arnold. Can you write that down, please?
goblin god of war. The goblins, they have like their own pantheon of gods that they follow.
Right. Can I start? Is that all the looting done, yeah?
And you also find
Oh, sorry.
I don't know, what languages do you speak?
Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, Halfling, and Orc.
Okay, so you find a piece of parchment that just has scribbles all over it.
I speak Goblin, if that's any help.
Yeah, I just kind of think it's like I don't read it, so
So
yeah.
you hand it off to Thybrush, and Thybrush, when you're looking at it, you recognise this as it's a written war ballad. In Goblin, it tells a fierce story of a powerful goblin legion.
Okay. I'm just going to relay that straight back to Arnold.
It's like, oh, would you mind translating that at some point for me?
Sure.
Andy, can you send me through the translation?
Sure. Great, I get to write a goblin war ballad. Can't wait. Yeah, what he's doing?
What are you imprisoned for, Tiefling?
Oh, I was making my way to Phandelin, and they attacked me on the road from Neverwinter.
Who's they?
Well, this was one of them, and he points to the mangled body of the hobgoblin that's inside the cart, who's almost stuck to the back wall of this. And he's like, well, that was one of them.
Oh, we missed one. And investigate that body.
And at this point, he steps up,
What's on it?
and he steps out of the hole, and you see his as the fire catches his red skin, you see like his yellowy, like reddish yellow eyes,
What's he wearing?
like a long leather trench coat and leather armor, all kind of dark colors.
Is this your car?
Look at the eyes.
No, this isn't my cart. I think they would have taken my cart, along with all my supplies and my weapons, and yeah.
Well, here,
So-
listen, we're going to take this cart. You can have the old cart.
Oh, where are you taking the cart?
Adventure.
We're going to Phandelin.
Oh, that's actually where I'm going. Can I just tag along with you guys? I can even take that cart behind you if you just want to get in this cart, and I'll just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you have a hood or a helmet at all? I'm not sure if the people of Phandelin are going to be too pleased with a Tiefling turning up. No, they're simple people. It's nothing personal. They just maybe don't understand what they're not knowledgeable about.
Oh, that's all the more reason for me to get there. But I don't have a hood actually. No.
I've got some common clothes. Can I fashion a hood for them?
Yeah, aye. So you hand over some of the bag of common clothes that you found, and he starts rifling through it, and he takes out it's a lighter brown than he would like, and you see him kind of just fine, and he like fashions it and gets it over his horns with some difficulty, but eventually manages to cover his more demonic looking features.
Can I look at the map to see where their stash is.
Looking at the map, there's not many marked areas of stashes. So, but
Can I
you
ask-
can
Oh.
assume that most of the raiding locations have the same distance away from Cragmaw Castle.
Yeah, okay.
Can I ask what, well, the Tieflin, what his name is, and what his business in Phandelin is?
Oh, well, my name's Jason, but I don't want to talk about what my business in Phandelin is. Like, if you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we did just
Well,
say these, but okay.
We have, we all have vested interests in the town of Phandelin, so I mean, if it's not, we are adventurers as well. I mean, if it's not too much trouble, maybe a wee clue just to say that
Well,
you're not going for
my-
negative.
No,
mean.
it's just I understand, and you've done me a great service, so it's the least I can do. I might leave out some of the details if that's okay
That's
with you,
fine,
but I'll tell
that's
you.
fine.
So in my line of work, we get notified if anything from somewhere is maybe where it shouldn't be, and
Okay.
I then come and I get it back to where it should be, you could say.
Does are any of these items at any point in any shops?
Can I pick up on what he's putting down, basically?
Give me an insight.
Can I back him up on that?
Yeah, you can give him advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll need advantage.
Yeah, that's a 14.
So yeah, you can see that.
What he's there for.
Aye, you know that he's leaving out a few key details. Definitely, but you can't.
Has your mission at any point got anything to do with the shop formerly known as Barthen's Provisions?
No, I don't. I don't deal in shops. No,
That's fine. That's fine.
What?
I'm assuming
Do
you have a vested interest in Barthen's
It's through my
provisions.
shop. I would hate
Oh.
to have wronged a tiefling.
A business owner. Oh,
Yes.
I might have to pop by your shop. Do you sell any kinds of weapons?
Unfortunately, not.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Any other
Yeah.
supplies that we can be of assistance? Fill your boots. But
Nick, pick up all the weapons and stuff from the goblins and hobgoblins. We now sell weapons at thigh brushy stuff and things.
You do it. I've got
So-
one arm.
Oh, I've just.
we
I
have
mean-
some. We have some slight knowledge about Phandelin and its goings on. If there's anything we could be possibly be of assistance to.
Can we persuade him to tell us more?
I've got some heckin' persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check, one of you, with advantage.
Somebody give me
If both of
advantage.
you, yeah.
Are you going to use your trait? Have you not got that trait? Is that no, that's something else I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, well, 17. 17.
So, you see him he kind of laughs and just scratches the back of his head and he goes, "Well, do you know of any wizards in Phandelin?"
Nicket. Was it Nicket that was dropped from the sky?
Yeah, we know two
Two, right?
are in Phandelin just now. As far as we
One
are.
disappeared.
Do you know where they happen to live, frequent, work?
We know where
Yes.
they were last seen.
Right. Okay.
We can take you to that direction.
That would be the biggest help, because I mean you seem like genuine folk. I work for an organisation known as Demons Limited, and
Just rolls off the tongue.
we're working on it.
Triple D.
We thought Triple D, but then one of my colleagues, Jeff, was arguing that the limited had to be in there, so we went with triple D limited. But then at that point, you may as well just say demons, demons, demons limited. It's been an ordeal. But
Just in your organisation, just before we continue, have you ever come across a tiefling called Philip? The angry sausage.
we've heard stories.
Okay.
We've heard stories of the sausages.
It's a tale for another day. Carry on, let's go.
But we came on our radar that someone may have accessed the infernal plane and pulled something through. So
Kath, how do you...
Something.
Well,
We know about that.
So how do you deal with such creatures, Mr. Jason?
well, we send them back to the infernal plane.
I mean, I think
Magically, by killing them.
Yeah. That's going to be an insight check against you.
Against me?
Yeah.
Would I roll for that?
No, you don't need to. He kind of looks at you, tries to size you up, and he says, "Well, it really depends on the demeanour in which they conduct their affairs. If it happens to be a demon from the infernal realm that is perhaps destroying a town, violence might be involved. But if it happens to be a demon from the infernal plane who just wants to get back, then we have other methods."
Violence.
I hate to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure that killing demons in this plane just kills them. It doesn't actually return them to their home.
Well, you try controlling a demon and then doing the incantations to get them sent back to the realms from which they came. That's not as easy as you'd think.
Okay.
Nah.
So can I insight check, see if he is...
Yeah.
does equally? That's a 15.
Seems to be being pretty forthright and honest. He's kind of unguarded with you guys. Like, he did just save his life.
We can say to him, so we can take you to the last place we seen the wizard, but we do know where the demon is.
You do?
Yeah,
Is it?
and
Is it
as
the violent?
no, it just wants to go home.
Friendly.
What size is
quite
it?
beautiful actually.
Bit my height.
a foot and a half.
Connor, you've not learned this yet, but you will. You take 6 points of psychic damage.
Why?
This is a rule at one of my other tables because there was one player who,
Was it Jono?
yeah, it was Jono, who always made that joke, and I got so sick of it that, and then
I never knew the rules, so I'm not taking
Wait,
it.
that's fine.
What did I miss here?
he asked how tall the demon was, and Connor replied with about a foot and a half. Because it's a reference to movie 43, I believe, when they're talking about basketball players' dicks.
Right.
So yeah, so
What I say about my height.
There must be a child.
yeah, it's
Yes.
They named it.
no, I think it's her name. She told us.
Oh. Never met one so advanced.
Maybe you don't take the time to speak to them.
Yeah, you're quick to vanquish, aren't you? Demon.
But you said it wants
Which is
to
ironic,
it wants
'cause
to go home.
you
Oh,
with a demon.
she wants to go home.
She wants to go home. It's kind of a bit out of my reach at the moment, magic wise. We were hoping to get the wizard to do it, but obviously, if you can do it in like a non-violent way, then
No,
If you make mana,
we can open up a portal to the infernal plane. Though I just need to transport her back to Neverwinter.
That seems like a hell of a lot of work.
Well, that's where it's the safest place to do it. It's a building covered in arcane protection symbols. So, in case
Do you
if I'm
know-
opening up the realm of if I'm opening up the infernal plane, and anything tries to come through, we need to be able to contain it.
Probably good shout.
Do you have no one who could just cast a spell and send her home?
Not in our line of work. No.
You might want to invest in somebody like that. Make it a lot easier.
But people who have studied that long, they tend to be
assholes.
flimsy. Like you.
Like Arno.
Excuse me.
Yes.
See that?
Up high, Jason.
See that
I was going to raise my
hobgoblin
hand straight up.
in the cart?
Uh-huh.
That was me.
And could you do it again?
Don't leave
Yeah.
hanging, Jason.
And could you do it another time?
Yeah.
And another time?
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh, those spells run out. I know how magic works. And he turns to Nickit and he... Was that a fist bump or a high five?
It's the metal hand I've just got up in the air.
And he just goes... He kind of almost catches himself before he hits it and looks at it strangely and he just goes, uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
But if,
Anyway.
if this child, as you put it, is keen to go home, then I don't see any issues.
Fade
Okay,
away.
then.
I'm sorry.
Just hit the road then.
Yeah. So he's pack up the carts. I'm assuming. Can I get a medicine check from Hylian?
Oh, I cast a healing word and stuff on the horse.
I was going to
Thank
say
you.
on the horse.
That's what I wanted.
I don't want to heal the horse. I think the horse will be alright.
Just a-
Wait, are you? So is the healing word getting cast, or is the horse going to be all right?
yeah. No.
Oh, we've just got 2 new horses.
Hell, I can't believe you're even saying that. Like, they've got us through, like, so much.
I thought we only had one.
It's a one or
It's
two.
kind of
It's just one.
It's
It's
kinda
just
fun,
one.
it's
We've
kind of
only
fucked
ever
up you
had
not
one.
caring about the wildlife.
No, listen. I just don't think we'll be able to save it, guys.
I just kind of clap it and say, he's a good boy, really, though, isn't he? And cast healing word.
I'll take my point.
Okay. So you clap it and you remove the arrow and you say,
Give it another hop.
he's a good boy, really. And you heal it. And then again, you see it just kind of shake its head a little bit. And you get on the road. You guys in your new wagon. Assuming you removed the hobgoblin body from it.
Yeah,
And-
Nick
Most of it.
investigating that, or
I'm
try to
investigating it
Okay.
because we've got that one. Investigation. Ah shit, 6.
So you find a wanted poster on him.
Cool.
Give me an intelligence check.
I'll give you advantage if you need it.
So look first. I'm going to need that advantage.
Yeah, cool.
Take it.
Thank you, kind sir. That's a 21.
So looking at this, you can't help but think this wanted poster resembles you. But they've got the nose wrong.
I'm just kind of standing like, obviously, like one hand holding the like the middle hand, just kind of like trying to like keep it straight. It's like I'm just like,
Who's this one supposed to from? The goblins and hobgoblins?
The hobgoblins had it.
guys, you recognise this poster?
Looks like you,
I
Nick.
can't place it. No,
Ah, sure.
the nose wrong. It can't be me.
No.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Helen can fix your nose to look like
Yeah, hold on a second.
Ah, you fuck!
Nick turns around, his nose just like an inch to the right.
I'll laugh, but look at Helene and just look at the earrings and say, don't do that again.
Oh, Helen, you did it to the right side.
Can I nutshot Helen with the metal hand?
Yeah.
Can we
That's-
do it as I'm slapping him to the other side?
Just like a boss slap with the metal hand.
Well, I think Helen's still driving the cart at this point.
Aye.
It's just
he gets handed nuts and the cart veers off the road. It starts bouncing and bouncing as you're on the not smooth path, and he pulls it back on and he's just going, oh, he's a wee shit. And
Did you
eventually,
get those back into place?
after a quiet journey,
I'm getting
um,
revenge on you for that boss slap, by the way. I'm not telling you when, no.
You
you
you bastard.
eventually find yourself back in Phandelin in the early hours of the morning. The wee hours. You look as you're carrying on the journey. You keep looking back, and you see Jason with the original cart you had, and every now and then you see the horse that had the arrow in its head just veering deep left. Just every now and then, just going, ah. And he's like, no, and trying to pull it back, and the other horse is just confused and just going along with it.
see, I told you it was two horses.
There's only one horse on it. You always said it was just one horse.
Oh, it was two?
He said one of the horses, no, the one horse.
Sorry, I just thought there was only one horse and it was dead slow. Because you remember at the very beginning when we were going from the pub that we started, the tavern, we started into the mines where we fought the goblin. You said there was only one horse. It was a slow journey.
I don't remember.
Oh,
That is some fucking deep reaching.
I don't remember. You found it. You found another horse, and you attached it to your wagon, and you went off.
we stole Barthen's horse, right?
There you go. You took a
Stole
horse.
his
Please find yourself back in Phandelin. What would you like to do?
Don't know.
Are people about just now, or is it too early for
Too early.
that? Hitch up at Barthen's and go for a nap.
Fire brushes.
Thigh brushes, yep. Well, it's in case you haven't fixed that sign yet.
Oh, you better fix the sign.
Not in the beach, apparently.
Way.
So, you make your way through the town, and you pull up to what was previously Barthen's divisions, and you see a sign hanging that, even poking through it, a bad cover up he's done. You can still see the Barthen's provisions, but he has made an effort in painting a sign for Guybrush's stuff and things. What would you like to do?
At least make the effort the same. That's something.
I'm fine with that sign for the now.
Just, hitch the wagons and then head to the Stone Hill Inn, I guess.
Are you heading into Barthen's? Are you gonna?
Might as well just catch up.
Look, is it open? You said it was too early. There was nobody about.
Yeah.
Is it your shop?
I've got the deed that's got the keys.
He's always holding it, that Barthen, isn't he?
I'm just gonna fucking
You-
go in. And do we
You
need
try.
anything at the
You
moment?
try the door, and the door swings open, and you walk in, and you see Barthen standing there, with a mopping the floor, and he goes, "Oh, hi, boss,
No.
Yes.
Partner.
partner, hi, partner. Did you like the sign?
It was. There's been better signs. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I appreciate the effort that you went to, and we should leave it at that. I feel.
About that other thing you asked me to do
Okay.
with the taking food to the.
You did it though, yes.
Yes.
Barfin.
I've got a feeling, Barthen, that you're lying to me, and I don't like that.
But-
So I'm going to give you an opportunity now to confess to what you're fucking blabbing about, and then we can go to the Stonehill Inn and have a nap.
And he gives a deep exhale and he goes, "Okay, Kelsey! And you watch as Kelsey comes out from behind the counter carrying some bags of grain. And she's like,
Carrying what?
bags of grain.
I
Oh,
thought you said a brain.
he's a
No,
brain.
no. Bags of grain. And she like, kind of comes out.
How can you understand her?
I can't. She just seems to. She just followed me. I went down, and she wasn't. You said she was going to be in the hideout. Like, I wasn't going to see her, and I was just to leave food outside. Then I seen the eyes. I got a fright, and I sat the food down. And then when I turned around, I seen her just sitting there, and she was like wolfing down the food, but she looked terrified. She looked scared, and
Barthen,
it broke
I
my
am
heart.
afraid I've got terrible news for you. There is a basically a tiefling bounty hunter
For demons.
looking for Kelsey
Would-
right now.
But he doesn't know she's here.
No, she doesn't. He doesn't know she's here at the
Yep.
moment.
Into the store, did he?
No. He went straight to Stonehill Inn.
So you're gonna have to. I don't know. You're gonna have to come up with a disguise. Have we got any provisions in this shop
I
that will
can.
disguise new clothing?
Oh, she's got the mask, I made her.
I-
Yeah.
What about the horns?
She only had
You know-
like small horns. Like the mask covers the horns. She's pretty young. I can. I'm sure I can find some like children's clothes somewhere, and like it's fine. It's fine. She's a good help around the store, and I always wanted children of my own.
Are you paying her for the work?
Oh, with
We don't do unpaid slave labour here, mate.
food and board.
That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have like talking to the rest of the party. We're really gonna have to assess what's gonna happen here. I think we're gonna have to either.
Can we ask her if she wants to stay or if she wants to go home?
Bearing in mind that now it doesn't really matter because there's a Tieflin 3 buildings away from us that wants her to go back to this plane. So I think that's what we need to deal with first.
Yeah, but
But
actually,
she-
We'll get right, and we'll get right on that fibre rush. Barfin, is the blacksmith's open?
What? And he goes outside, and
The guy
he holds
make a
up his sundial watch. He's like, oh, half an hour yet, and it'll be open.
Cool.
right. So, from what I gather, because I wasn't here when all this happened, I'm assuming we don't want to hand her over to the bounty hunter. I don't know. I just don't think he's genuine from what we're talking about.
I think he's genuine. I think the problem is now that his entire job and ilk is here to take Kelsey back to the infernal plane.
But how do we know he's going to do that? He might be taking her back to.
You're right. We absolutely don't know. We don't know. So we're going to have to go and ask him, maybe even persuade him that she's no longer here, that she, and even if she was here, would it really be the worst thing that he didn't find this one? Is it going to blemish? Like, what's his record like? If he's got a 100% record, he's going to be pissed off that he's not going to find her, he's going to go. If his record's in the 80s, maybe high 70s, he'd be like, great, I fucking lost another one. So I think that's where we need to be
probably
going.
the best. You get
Then
fucked
again,
in
do we
there.
know she's not a tiefling, judging by the small horns?
No, it's
Where
true.
do tieflings come from? Just want to point out
Give me
there.
a nature check.
Tieflin? I'll give you advantage on that as well.
I'm going to the advantage. It keeps going to the 20, then it keeps fucking rolling over to something else.
I was getting that last week, man.
Oh, fuck off! 5.
Yeah, you can't tell.
I'm
mean,
wondering what Nick has actually shouted fuck off for. I'll do that instead.
You can try.
What is it, nature?
It
Yeah.
was just, yeah. It
Squawkins,
was just
can
your
you
first shot. I'm
ask
like,
Elsie
fuck
if
off.
she's a tiefling?
Maybe she's a tiefling.
7.
I'm gonna do it.
Fuck's sake.
There you go. Boom.
Oh, you know what? Like, watching Hylian just leaning against the door, just trying to work out what the situation is. Watches all of you guys just looking at really deeply at Kelsey and just going, I don't have a fucking clue. You have no
See, from the-
idea. And
see, from the-
Hylian just looks straight through and
What
just
are
goes,
you?
you guys trying to work out that's a tiefling? That's not a tiefling, that's a demon.
Oh.
But
Good
that's,
humour, bad demon.
the tieflings not have like obviously
they've got them, they do have,
they're not demonic as well.
they've got demonic blood,
Yeah.
but they're like half demons. They're not born on the infernal plane.
So why don't we just say we made a mistake and it's actually not? We realised it was a tiefling. It wasn't actually a demon. And we just say to the person, "Oh, I was actually a tiefling. Someone, another tiefling, our dad or our mum came into town and took her away. It was
Carry
another."
on, I'm just going to go and double check this sign again. I'm not 100% on it.
Right, no problem.
Can we hold up a cracker to Squawkins? Like, Squawkins, can you talk to Kelsey for us?
Dawkins kind of dips his head.
Basically, so I tell Squawkins to tell Kelsey about Jason and the potential chance to go home, but obviously including the danger that we don't know exactly what he's got to do and stuff, and just see what she wants to do, like, rather than making it for her.
So as you, like, Squawkins kind of flies over there and just kind of sits on the floor and just looks up at her. You don't hear it, and Squawkins can now communicate telepathically. And you watch as Kelsey runs to Barthen's legs and wraps her arms around his legs and shakes her head.
Right, well that's an answer. She
That's
wants
a
to
no.
Now, Barthen, mate, can you teach her how to speak common?
I'll try my best.
You know how to.
There is no try, there is do.
Just basics, like drink,
Hello.
grain,
Goodbye.
hello. Try teach her how to speak.
Oh, also, probably the best one to teach her at first would be no, as in, can I arm wrestle you for the store? No. See?
That's a good first lesson.
Actually, I haven't put that collar. On that you made me on
Fenrir?
on Fenrir yet. If I give it to Barthen to put on, would he be able to speak?
There's something a wee bit fishy about putting a collar on a child.
No, no.
It's
Put it
that-
on, no, put it on Barthen.
Actually says this, then go, that's a great idea, and I paint her a bracelet.
Oh, okay.
Choker. All the kids wear chokers these days.
It's in, apparently. I don't know, I'm old.
What did I miss?
They're trying to lead up Kelsey.
No,
Right.
we're not. No, we're not. So what's happened is we spoke to Kelsey with Squawkins.
Who keeps burping?
Sorry.
That's
Yeah, you
rotten.
fucking stop.
So we spoke to Kelsey
Uh-huh.
with Squawkins. She doesn't want to leave. When we told her about the guy and where he might take her and we might get her home, she ran to Barthen's legs and gave him a big hug and said no, she didn't want to leave. I've came up with the idea is, I didn't give Fenrir the telepathic necklace that was given, so why don't we give it to Barthen to then see if we can teach her to speak common, then she can fit in as a tiefling.
Okay.
So I give her the bracelet that I've painted.
Okay.
That's clever. That's good. I'm digging that.
What about my necklace? Did I keep it or did I just give it to what was a Barthen wears it? If Barthen wears it, do you not telepathically be able to speak to her? And vice versa.
But if we can learn the required spell, yes.
But I thought the spell was just.
No, so Squawkins can do it because he was enchanted to do it, but he just was missing that component.
Oh, right, okay.
Kelsey, being from the Infernal Plane, may have some magical trait, whereas Barthen, are you magical in any way?
So me? No. I have some magic deals, but
Do you want
Yeah,
Then
one entire store for a arm wrestle. Yep,
oh,
those deals
look, I had a gambling problem. I made a mistake. I mean, and he looks at Tybrush and says, "Not a mistake. A, a business decision."
yeah.
Um,
Barthen, how about you take your magic deal outside and you sort that sign, because I've been out and looked at it again.
Bye, Genetic Wolf. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you another time. Maybe next week. You can tune in for the one shot. Think about writing a really weird one.
Or come in for the one shot.
Oh yeah, or you can join for the one shot.
Take my space.
Yeah. Feel free.
Yeah.
feel free.
I just talking about business decisions. I'll bring out the weapons and stuff we took from the goblins and hobgoblins. We now sell weapons.
Yeah,
and
we're
armor.
expanding.
Like we'll give Lion Shield cost a run for its money.
Oh, how would I sell a weapon?
How do you sell anything else?
Well, I mean, I know how to advertise a good apple, but I don't know how to. I can't wield a sword.
Sword. Do you want to stab your enemy? Sword.
But I don't need to do any
How about,
demonstrations.
I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head, like, looking for some protection or to deal some damage. Right? Yeah, Just get something that just rolls off the tongue.
Sword off your enemies with our Barthen sword.
I like that one better.
Or Barthen's battle axe.
Barthen's baby.
Shouldn't
Relax for kids.
shouldn't it be Guybrush's sword?
No, Barthen's. You are. Listen, as much as Guybrush's owner, you're the face.
My name isn't on the door yet.
It will be.
No,
My name isn't on the door anymore.
it won't be.
No, but you'll get a name badge.
You could get Employee of the Month.
You're getting compensated highly.
As you said, you could get Employee of the Month. He kind of like he does up his tunic a little bit and like goes, "Oh, Employee of the Month."
What I will say though is
Um,
Kelsey's doing a lot of good work here. It's tough. It's going to be tough to decide.
Definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm our supervisor, right?
No.
Like, is it-
No, she's not
Is
a
it
worker.
is it Thybrush, me, Kelsey?
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah. She's your assistant.
Yeah. So, I mean, who is it that decides who gets Employee of the Month?
Well, with Thybrush himself.
The big
Oh,
man.
well, that's okay.
First test. Kelsey and Barthen. Who can make the best sign?
Go.
Kelsey looks blankly at you.
Squawkins, tell her. And he relays all of the Employee of the Month, what it means.
All of it to Kelsey, and then you watch as she excitedly runs through to the back office,
Getting a fucking stoner in the process.
and then
Grabs a bag of macaroni and some glitter.
I just laughed at what Victoria said. Assistant to the manager, Barthen.
Yeah. Assistant to the
Oh,
regional.
I can't wait to make this guy a Dwight character. He just gets really obsessed with weapons when he starts selling them and starts hiding them all over the shop.
I was going to say, even like, oh, I'll do demonstrations.
So Kelsey runs off through the back, and Barthen kind of just goes to you and goes, should I take that other sign down and just work on that one, or?
Well, look, I can't tell you how to get Employee of the Month. I can just guide you in the right direction.
What
Oh,
I
okay.
would say is, it might not look great you taking down the current sign to put your name back up there. I think you should just start from scratch and leave that one there just now. You don't
Oh.
want to give the impression you're trying to up jump like Thybrush.
Am I changing the name of this? It's still Guybrush's things
Yeah.
and stuff and things.
You need to learn the name of the store, Barton.
So used
Like,
to it being Barton's
that's one of the
provisions.
big things.
Can we call it Guybrush's provisions?
No.
No.
Stuff and things is better.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go for a rest. Now we'll be back. We want to see the progress by the time we get back here.
That's yep. Okay. That's fine.
He doesn't seem so sure about everything. What's going on with him?
Confidence sells, and he's going to confidence.
Are you talking about this as you're walking back to Stonehill Inn? Just it's fucking shite. Honestly, he's not good at his job, and so he's
The blacksmith should be open by now.
yeah. So by this point, the blacksmith would be open.
I'll be back at the meet then, guys. I need to go see the blacksmith very quickly.
Right, no problem.
Good luck.
Actually, I would like to go to the blacksmith as well.
Hilly, you do not want to go to the blacksmith.
I'm going.
He makes rakes
Just gonna get
and
freaky.
kinds of shovels. He makes no weapons, armor, nothing. He can't even sharpen a blade.
All right, okay, let's no bother.
And his
with him.
name's very unusual.
What's his name?
Oh fuck, what is his name now?
Listen, just because you're racist towards full-blooded elves.
Oh yeah,
Just need to bring
you
it half
best
a
find
bit.
his name.
No, he is useless. He's absolutely shite at what he does. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like we've spoken to him before. You're
Yeah.
going to get a pitchfork, like a slightly dull pitchfork, as an arm.
Right, okay, I'm gonna not
I need to
bother
check
with
every
him.
avenue.
I'm not gonna bother with him. I'm just gonna leave. I'll use guys.
So-
Anyway,
You make
He's a half elf anyway. Like, you're the racist one, Nick.
don't pay attention.
did you find his name?
Rust.
Dust.
Trust.
Thrust.
Thrust. So the rest of you make your way to the Stonehill Inn. Nick, you make your way to the blacksmiths. You as you approach, you see this half elf out with the fire going, bashing his hammer against the anvil. What are you doing?
I walk up to him like, question brushed, and like pop off the arm, place out like, can you make this better?
What is that?
Well, as you can see, I'd kind of raised up like, I've had an accident, and I want you to. Are you able to make this arm better, like so the fingers move, or do you know someone who could do that?
Let's see. You hand it to him, I'm assuming?
So the arm's already off. Yeah.
And he takes it and he goes, I could try.
Yes.
That is not filling me with confidence.
No, I've never done like hinges and things, but
Do you know someone who does do hinges and things?
well, not here.
Anywhere else? Do you know?
Neverwinter.
Cool. Could I have my arm back, please?
Yeah. So, do you want me to do it or not?
Nope, you're all good. Thank
Let him
you.
have a go. Let him have a go.
There you go. There you go.
And as you walk away, he goes back to beating his anvil. Not
Is there
euphemism.
anything on his apples? He just hitting an anvil.
Oh, he's crafting a horseshoe.
He's crafting a horseshoe.
That's all he does. He just does
When he said-
pickaxe heads and horseshoes. That's it.
I run back and be like, what was that blacksmith's name in Neverwinter?
I don't know the fucking names. Am I supposed to know
Right, yes, let's
every?
walk
You
away.
shot at this.
Am I supposed to know every blacksmith in the Sword Coast?
I would.
I could have done it for you.
You don't do weapons. You can't make what I want.
Oh, since when's a hand a weapon?
Right. Okay. Can
I
I?
just,
I'm
like,
in your shot
I
of this.
retract
No, you're at
wrist
the
so blade
Stonehill
comes
Inn.
out.
Just count himself lucky.
I make the retractable blade that Arnold drew in, like, when I was like, this is a weapon.
And he reaches out and looks at it, and he grabs the blade and he just goes like this, and just snaps the tip of the blade off and just goes, "No
Yeah,
much of our,
remember-
it's no much of our weapon."
You did decide that this was drawn out of paper,
Yeah.
but you fucked up.
I just get, I looked, I was like, shit.
Give me a go. I'll try my best, honestly. I tell you what. How about just hearing me out? How about instead of articulate fingers, I just put a big old pickaxe head on it?
No, I
That's a
kinda
weapon.
Need the fingers. I kinda need the fingers.
Why?
That-
What are
that's
you
a weapon.
using the fingers for?
For stealing! This is my stealing arm!
So try and watch a Lego figure just pickpocket.
As a business owner, then I don't condone that. But come on, it'll be like, I promise you, it'll do the job for now. And
No. No pickaxe arm. I need my hand.
well, can I try doing the fingers?
As long as you source the materials by yourself, you're not fucking up this hand.
But you're paying for it,
Of course I'm paying for it.
and you'll pay for the materials.
How fancy we talking?
How fancy do you want it?
What fancy materials have you got?
Hey, this is a mining town. I can have that jewel encrusted if you want. But you'll have to pay the premium.
Nothing too blingy, but I want it to be quite durable metal. How much would that cost?
I could do it for 20 gold. Including the bling. Fair?
That sounds
Is
fair
that,
enough.
is that a deal?
Tell you what, as a show good favor, I'll give you 10 gold now.
Oh, that'll help me get the supplies. Thank you very much. As you hand on the 10 gold, he takes the 10 gold in his left hand and he reaches out his right hand to shake your hand and he just goes, haha, nearly forgot. And then reaches out his left hand and shakes your hand. Are you leaving him with this makeshift prosthetic that Arno made you?
No, I'm keeping the prosthetic. That's why I said he has to make
Oh,
it by
aye,
himself
aye.
with his own materials.
He'll
Can I
need
not-
it for sight.
I'll need that just to have like a blueprint. Just so I know what I'm
This is the
doing.
only
I
one
can.
I have.
Oh, right, fine.
I'll
You know what?
fucking-
No,
I'll
just
pop
keep
off
it.
and just
Keep
leave it on
it.
the table. Like, fucking take it. I
That,
can get another one painted up anyway.
okay. I mean, couple of days, 3 days. Is that okay?
Should be okay.
Perfect. On it, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I really hope he's disappointed.
I'm gonna be disappointed. With like, is there still like part of my like, right, like clothing and like sleeve on my right arm left?
Yeah, just like burned up to just above the elbow. Are you pulling that
So if
down,
it's,
kind of tying it in
sleeve
a
that's
knot?
left- I was going to say what's left is sleeve, just kind of like tie it in a knot. And
Yeah, nah, you
Lucky
can
the rest
manage
of
to
it.
do that. And you make your way back to this Stonehill Inn. The rest of you sitting in Stonehill Inn, what would you like to do?
Where's
Sorry?
your arm, Nick?
I just a point out of habit, like pointing my right arm. I kind of pointed this up and look. I may have made a mistake. Then swapped to my left arm.
Oh no, what
Okay.
have we done?
I gave the blacksmith an arm, hoping he can make me an arm with workable fingers. In hindsight, probably not the best idea.
It might work.
This will be the second negative interaction we've had with this blacksmith. Would you agree, Arno?
I'm not there, I went to my bed. I
Hey,
walked
you did say.
Nick, would you agree that this is the second negative interaction we've had with this blacksmith?
Almost positive. I'm desperate. I need my nick in hand again.
Can I go and have a quick word with him before we go for a short nap?
With the blacksmith.
Yes?
Sure. You make your way back through town. You get up to the blacksmith and you see him like hunched over a table. And you can see him like lifting up the Nick's prosthetic and just looking at it and staring at it and then writing down notes. What are you doing?
Are you going to make that prosthetic the best you can, or are you taking the piss out of my friend there?
No, I mean, I'm going to try my best.
Okay, and what does that entail exactly?
Well, I'll make this out of metal, and I'll have he wanted it bliggy, like very bliggy, like gem encrusted. Think like shining chalice, like royalty. He wanted the rest of it in like as cheap as I could make it.
That doesn't sound at all like what you would
No,
ask.
that's what he said.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. There's two roads this is going to go down. One of them is that Nickett gets exactly what he wants, and the other is that you make exactly what you want. Now, both of these paths
Can
there's an
we-
end point.
Can we find a middle ground?
Well, we might be able to. However, I don't think there should need to be a middle ground. As a business owner in this town, you should do what the customer has asked you to do. So,
Oh, you can't stifle art.
we're going to have a conversation, you and I. Oh, you can have art all you want, and then you can give me 60% of your weekly profits every week.
Fuck off.
Where did that come from?
Or, you can give Nickett, our adventurer friend, exactly what he wants, and then we don't have to have a conversation with Steele, you and I.
I just work steal. What's a
Yeah,
conversation
okay,
with?
Sorry. Maybe I'm not being clear enough. I'm going to murder you. I'm going to cut your fucking head off. If Nickett doesn't get the prosthetic arm that he is looking for, and if it comes back all jewel encrusted and useless, like you, I'm going to cut your head off. Okay? Because we'll leave this town.
There's
We don't need
laws.
to-
There's law. You can't do that.
I can, and I will.
Nah, you can't. I'll go to the town
tell you
master right now.
something.
See, as soon as you leave, I'll go, and I'll.
That's fine. That's fine. And I will come back and I will cut your head off if it's not what you want. Okay? That I mean, it's as simple as that. I'll give you the chance to just do what you should do. And if you don't, I'm going to come back and I'm going to cut your head off just like I cut all the red brands' heads off.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd like also, Andy, this is out of game, so I don't know how you want to do this. I'd like to grab his wrist and I'd like to take his own hand and slap it clean across his own face. And I'm going to say, why are you hitting yourself?
It would just be strength versus strength, I guess.
Yeah, as a blacksmith, he might be pretty strong.
I'm going to use inspiration if I don't ever fuck it though.
Okay.
Maybe a 17.
You feel him like just kind of trying to fight it, but he can't quite, and you just take it. And because he was trying to fight it, it's not like his wrist is limp when he hits himself. He almost punches himself square across the face. He tries to close his fingers so it doesn't hit himself, and he just cracks himself, and you see like blood just trickling down his lip. You're just like, that's assault.
That's a warning.
Fucking hell.
I'm not doing the hand here. Take it here.
No, you are doing the hand because I'll burn
But what if
everything.
I can't? What if I can't?
He asked you for something,
I
didn't he?
make horseshoes and rakes.
Do any of them, are any of them covered in gems and jewels? So at what point in that conversation
I
did you
want to
decide,
branch out.
Not on this customer, you don't.
Fine. So it has to be functional over
I'll tell you what I'll do, because I'm a reasonable
the
man.
function over style.
I will leave you with the 20 gold that you took, and that can be your payment. But we're coming back in 3 days for a fully functional prosthetic
What
arm.
if I can't do the hinges?
Learn.
Give it 3 days.
What if I can't? Like,
You can
will you
see
at
the
least?
into blacksmith and get like prosthetic arms. Like, my God, what?
If you're honest about it, then that's fine. You won't have
Will you
anything
at
to
least
worry about.
like I mean, if you can see I've put in the effort,
I'll think about it.
right? Oh, I
And
just,
also, change your fucking attitude while you're at it.
I like my head where it is.
That's it. That's me. I'm going back for a nap.
You make your way back to the tavern, and
I'm still sitting like a desk, like table, having
Yeah.
like a pint. Like, where are you, Fine Brush?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing this arm you're getting, Nick. I was just double checking it was everything you asked for.
Oh, it better be. I just kind of like open it in that like my pouch and left. If it's not, wee bit of anarchy. Put the firebomb back in my pocket.
Bloody you and your firebombs, Christ.
I've only got two left. I need more oil.
Tomorrow, we gather supplies. We go to Cragmore Castle. Get some rest, Nick. You'll need it. You've only got one arm for the next 3 days.
Yep. I just like down what's left of the ale and just wait my way up to bed.
so you all head up to your beds and bed down for, I mean, the afternoon. By this point, it's getting towards kind of midday. How long of sleep are you going for?
I was going to go for a long rest. That's cool
Yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arno is not waking up.
Okay.
Arno's in a coma.
And with that, we shall take a quick break